Hello. Hey, it says that I'm live. So, howdy. Let's see. I'm trying to excuse me, I've already spent like 15 minutes just trying to somewhat work up a setup. I was just going to use this camera. But then last time I was like, if a card comes out that I want to show, I have to reach so far. Actually, hold up. Oh, okay, that's not helpful. Because I think this might be zoomed in a little bit. So I wonder if I wouldn't have to stretch my arm as far, and then I can just use that camera. So this one is for the cards. That's a 10-10. See? Or I could hi. But if I do that, you can kind of see it. It's fine. Anyway, this is what I'm doing today. The card that fell out hit me on the knee and then landed on the floor to the side is the Ten of Swords, the Destroyer. Now you don't want to focus? Come on. It's the Destroyer. Anyway, it's fine. That's why I was like, oh, it's a 10-10. This is too much. You know what? I am just going to use this camera. I moved it. Well, see, but then I get all this space where you can see, which is why I was like, I like this one. But it's like I have to cheat so extreme. I can't see whatever at all. I know. I could move my tower. It's fine. Anyway, we're just gonna see what's up. Rob sent me a message. He was like, I've been trying to catch you live, but you haven't been live. And I was like, I've been enjoying my bedroom. This is a non-sponsored video, but I do have to drink in order to go live now. I'm kidding. I got blackout curtains. I just got a little projector because I didn't have a TV in my bedroom. And at first it didn't matter. But then here recently, I'm like, hey, Holly, how you doing? I've been I want to stay in bed, but I also want to be able to watch Netflix. I've been watching Ugly Betty and YouTube. And so I got it. And when I'm not sleeping or watching Netflix, I migrate to the living quarters occasionally to play video games. But excuse me, I'm trying to stay up a little bit longer tonight because I go back to work tomorrow. So I want to get back into the habit of working or being awake well into the morning. And I was about to go back to the living room and I walked too far straight and I ended up in here. The lights are off. I just walk and then I turn. But I was I went to go make the turn and I was already in the room. So I was oh, I guess I'll go live. And I pulled the SKT because I'm I don't know what we're doing, but I guess we're going to do it. So, well, it's good to see you too. I've just been chilling. Apparently, I was on folks' minds today. Let's see. If the SKT, we're going to get 2 cards. We're going to see how Patrick is. How's Patrick? If you're curious, let's see what the SKT. How would you describe how Patrick is? Ooh. Sun in Aries, Jupiter in Capricorn. Sun square Jupiter. The politic, Three of Wands, and the Nocturne, Two of Pentacles. This is how the SKT would describe Patrick, which is actually kind of like relevant. Um, Thinking about the future, thinking about where I want to go, what I want to do. Honestly, kind of sort of more so thinking about how I've navigated my life, how I've navigated life and living and choices and decision making up until recently, and what I want, and how maybe there's going to have to be some like changes to the ways that I approach certain things in order to get what I want. And so with the Nocturne Two of Pentacles, it has been quite a bit of just like, I don't know, it's like the board has, not the board has changed. It's like if we're playing a card game, it's another round, so I have a new hand. And so because the cards that I have are different now, I might play with a different strategy because that would make sense, right? You can't play every single hand the same, especially if the cards are different. So that's how Patrick's been. And then let's say, how is Patrick really? Maybe one more. I guess I can put these here. See, I feel like I gotta scoot back more. There you go. Yeah, I moved the Saturn tapestry from that wall to this wall, and it is not as, I didn't do as good of a job on this wall as I did on the other wall. My number one fan was here. I should have asked her to fix it for me. I don't know if I like want to do anything with this room. I probably should. Okay, the discerning one. That's interesting. That's all right. How is Patrick really? Ooh, ooh. Oh wow. I don't know if I know how to interpret this. Right? I'm like, oof. I've looked a lot closer, you know. I've looked closer. I'm the same distance as I was when my laptop was here, but the way I have the camera set up in OBS on the desktop is different. And I moved my wireless adapter to the back of my desktop, so hopefully my signal doesn't get it, interrupted anymore. If it cuts off, it cuts off. But that's why I was using my laptop for a hot minute, because last time I tried to go live with that thing that I guess I can't talk about, it kept cutting out. So how Patrick is really is pretty much the same as everything that I just read. But it feels like this speaks more to the potential of Patrick. This is almost like, this is where Patrick could be. This is where Patrick is. But that matches everything that I was saying earlier. Like the cards in my hand have changed. It's a new round. Maybe I'm even playing a whole different card game. And so the strategy is changing. I was like, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I feel like it's more like 2/5 of the screen. But that's because if I want to show a card that I can't. Again, I don't know if I necessarily like need to as much here. Ace of Pentacles, because then I can do that and I can show the card.